we take 2 steps forward and then 10 steps back in reference to traveling to the Philippines in the months to come. And I know it's been a while since I've put together a travel update video for you guys, and I know a lot of guys have been asking me about this. Doc, what are you thinking now? You know, any updates? Have you heard anything behind the scenes and things like that? And one thing that I've read recently that I kind of feel is definitely taking the 2 steps forward, 10 step back approach is the fact that Manila is transitioning from a general quarantine back to a more extensive quarantine in the month to come, the month of August. Right now they're in GCQ till about the August 5th, I believe, of 2021. When August 6th hits, they will go back to the more enhanced version of quarantine. Now, only about a month ago, guys, probably at the top of July, what were we talking about? Philippines is now letting in green countries and things like that, and we were happy, like, yo, man, look, man, we're trending in the right direction. Hence the 2 steps forward. And now it seems that things just aren't exactly what we hoped and wish that they would be for us foreigner travelers to the country. As a result, we're taking those 10 steps back. And it's not just, the Metro Manila area. It's not just the areas in certain, parts of the Philippines. It seems like a lot of the areas in the Philippines are following suit, Davao City included. So it's gotten to the point where as a foreigner, summer's almost over for me anyways. I've gotten to the point where my expectation for travel has definitely changed drastically, as things have continued to transition in the direction in which they're going. My aim personally, would probably be the summertime of 2022. Maybe Christmas of 2021, that's pushing it, but right now my thoughts are more or less, for myself personally, not saying the country's gonna open up, but for myself personally, summer of 2022 is, my guiding, foresight in reference to when traveling may be something that all of us foreigners can do. As a result, myself, I'll tell you straight up, I don't believe in quarantine. I have not quarantined one day of my entire life. I don't believe in sitting down in a specific space for a particular period of time. 14 days, I think it's 7 days now. Anywhere. I'm not going to sit still because I don't feel like I should have to. And that's one of the things that have really kind of like had me somewhat bucking the system. I'm not saying that I'm bucking the system, but it's one thing that I really push back on because I don't want to do it. I don't feel like I should have to do it. I'm vaccinated. I've done everything that people have told me I needed to do, but you're still telling me I can't go anywhere. So it's kind of a Debbie Downer, definitely. But, I believe that most of us foreigners were pretty selfish, all right, myself included. I'm a selfish guy. I want to be able to enjoy my vacation. I want to be able to, enjoy my time and experiences, visiting different countries and things like that. Philippines, of course, included. But it's gotten to the point where I'm actually not so much thinking about myself and traveling and things like that. And I'm thinking about the Filipino people. That's where my heart is right now. My heart is with the Filipino people. Because this shit is just, it's daunting and it's stressful. It's gotta be stressful, guys. I mean, it has got to be stressful. I mean, 1 minute GCQ, next minute ECQ. 1 minute I can go places, next minute I can't go places. I can go to church and then I can practice my religion inside of a church. Next minute, we're back to virtual. 1 minute I can go to the shopping, to the grocery store and things like that and all of that. I can have fun and go out and have, some general freedom. Now I can't do that anymore. In Davao more specifically, now I was able to go out any day of the week that I wanted to, but now it's like I can only go out 3 days a week now and I'm stuck inside of the house on Sunday. You feel me? That's got to take a toll on people, guys. It's got to take a toll on people. I know that it stresses me out just thinking about it. So for the people, I know it's sad. I know it sucks. To my guys who have kids that they can't see in the Philippines, I'm sorry for you. To the Filipino people themselves who have to go through this shit on a daily basis. They don't know which way is up or down or what the rules are going to be tomorrow or what it's going to be in an hour or so from now. It sucks. I know. And, you know, me being in the United States of America and not having to deal with any of those types of experiences, I personally can't say that I feel where you're coming from, but I do. You know, I feel it because I know people who have gone through it. And it genuinely does suck. Okay? It sucks that you have to go through things like this. You should not, under any circumstances, have to go through things like this. But because the numbers aren't necessarily trending in the right direction, guess where we're stuck at, ladies and gentlemen? Right where we are now. So to all of my foreigners, what have I always told you from the beginning of time? When this whole thing started and they took travel away from us officially last year, what did I say? Don't worry about it. Just get your money up. Just worry about your money. Worry about your finances. You know, that's where your mind should be right now. The Philippines is never going anywhere at all. It will always be there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound dramatic as hell, but people make it seem like the Philippines gonna fucking blow up and, you know, the whole country's just gonna be gone tomorrow. It's not like that. I know that was a bit dramatic. I'm sorry if you offended somebody, but it's not what I meant when I said it. But, you know, it's always going to be there. Any other country you want to go to, it's going to be there tomorrow. You know? So take your time. Focus on your money. Think about alternative places that you would love to travel. I mean, there's nothing wrong with putting a plan together, because whenever it's time for you to actually execute, guys, guess what? You're already ready. You've already put the time in. You've already, you know, crunched the numbers and shit like that. So now you're ready. You got the money. You know, you've been able to prep and do the things necessary to make sure that you are ready for this upcoming trip. And heaven forbid they try to take it away from you next year. Like I said, come up with alternative places to go. If you find another alternative place to go, start planning your trip accordingly there. If you want to do the world tour, man, you know, take a month off and just see different locations, do it. But that's why we focus on our money right now. There is nothing more you can focus on. We can sit here and we can continue with updates on Philippines news, travel updates and stuff like that. I will gladly give that to you as I find information that I believe to be noteworthy to provide for the audience. But I want you to understand that right now the focus is on your money. The focus is on the capital. The focus is on getting things together. I know it sucks. And for those gentlemen who have, you know, long distance relationships and they haven't seen their young ladies, or they've seen them and it's been such a long time since they've seen them, I'm in the same boat, guys. I'm in the same boat with you. So it's not as if I don't suffer the same as anybody else does. But I'm understanding now, and luckily I've gotten my young lady to the point where she understands now what's most important. And she knows. And I think you should make sure that you focus on what's most important. All right? You give the time, effort, and energy that you can, but get your money up. Because you'll better be able to serve yourself and others who rely on you when you have the necessary money. All right? I don't know what you did with your stimulus checks. I have absolutely no idea what you've done with any type of financial come up that the United States has provided for you if you live in the States, or, you know, Canada and places like that. I don't know what you do with your money, but I'm praying that you've done good things with it. I really am. I really am. Because it's going to come. The time is going to come. I want you to always know the time will eventually come where we can get back at it. And I want you to be ready. You know, this GCQ and the ECQ and all of that stuff, it's enough to fucking make your head spin. I told you, it's enough to stress you out. But as long as you know, hey, man, okay, so I'm delayed another month. I'm delayed another 6 months. Bam, that's another 6 months of money I can stack up. You know, as long as you have that mentality, you can't lose, guys. You cannot lose. As long as you have alternative approaches to how you may get to the Philippines or how you may want to see other places. You guys know I've got like 3 other places on my list right now that I would love to see, that I'm thinking about putting together a plan to actually go see. You guys should do the same. So don't let this deter you in any capacity. I know you need to cry. Fuck it. Get it out your system. I've done it. All right? So y'all do you, and you take care of yourselves. Please, take care of yourselves and each other. All right? Maintain the communication necessary to, you know, keep yourself in check, you know, keep your mind right. Again, I'm doing this video because we haven't done travel update videos in, you know, a better part of a month. And I want to make sure that I deliver that information to you guys as I believe it is noteworthy, okay? If I come up with anything new, if I hear anything that I believe will be beneficial to the audience, by all means, you know where you'll find me, man. Right here on the Dr. Mike TV channel. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like. I'd highly appreciate that one. If you enjoyed it enough to want to support the good doc, all of my stuff is listed in the link in the description area below. There's a little heart in the corner that says thanks. If you guys want to show some thanks to the good doc, right there in the corner. Y'all stay blessed and y'all stay true, man. This has been a good doc. And with that being said, good doc is officially out. Alis nako paalam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahakita. Mabuhay. Peace.